Dave, we are starting off with an artist we've talked about before, Ski Mask, the Slump God, out of the clouds, dropping his newest mixtape, Sin City. What do you think?
Been a minute since Ski Mask dropped anything. We talked about his most recent mixtape, Beware the Book of Eli, as well as his debut album, Stokely, back in 2018, because that's when they came out. There's been nothing since the end of 2018 from Ski, apart from a handful of features and some like snippets and stuff. It's been a while. Definitely not the norm for a ascendant rapper in his early 20s,
Mhm.
and yet Ski Mask seemed to take some time off. Maybe that was also COVID induced, I'm not sure. But now he's back with a quick little taster, and he says we have his proper second album still to come soon, which is exciting to hear. He does not plan on having a hiatus or wait as long as this again, which is awesome. But yeah, it's a new ski project. It's been a while.
Yeah, and when you sent it to me on Instagram, that was how you shared the news with me. With the cover, I was like, okay, he's going for a little Sin City. What's that? A 2006
Hmm.
movie, very
Oh five,
stylized.
yeah, Frank Miller.
2005.
That's exactly what he's referencing.
Yeah, and it it kind of set the tone for what I was expecting with this, and I think it really delivered on that tone. Ski Mask always is kind of unique in himself. I mean, I think what we liked about some of his music is that not a lot of other artists sound like him completely, and that kind of continues, at least in my opinion, on this because while I think there are some tracks that are a little maybe a little more in that traditional rap lane. There's still some moments that I felt like were had that like dark edge to them. He comes across very very hard on this. I thought, and overall, I just thought it was a good mixtape, kind of wetting our whistle for more to come. How did you feel about listening to Sin City though?
Yeah, I agree. It's not anything new from Ski Mask, and I guess I should have just had different expectations because I was slightly, I guess, let down by the fact that it's just more Ski Mask. Like there, I don't think he was super ambitious with this. It's more like a hey, remember me kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, Thinking back on Stokely, Stokely had like three platinum hits, but when you think about what those hits are, it's Faucet Failure, Foot Fungus, and Nuketown. Not exactly mainstream rap sounds,
No.
and he's largely continuing that kind of thing on this. I just don't think there's songs that will be as popular as the songs I just mentioned on Sin City. But a song like "The Matrix," get those hard-hitting 808s from Ronnie J, very
Yep.
reminiscent of what you expect from Ski Mask songs, and he kind of has that his trademark flow where he like does a lot of heavy ad libs. Um, but yeah, I think for me, The Matrix and then also Fire Hazard, again, another good example of his flow. Those are the songs that stood out to me, but I don't think there's anything that's going to resemble his most popular songs in this. So we'll just have to hope that album two delivers more ambition, more promise, because we know he's talented, but this kind of feels like running in place a little bit.
Yeah. I agree. I think those two tracks you like mentioned are probably the two that feel uh most in line with kind of what you expect from Ski Mask. Although I feel like a song like Merlin's Staff, so is something where he's doing something a little different. He's trying something a little more like groovy. He's got some interesting production choices. There's like some wind instruments in the background, like a whistle kind of. So he's adding some elements, maybe starting to test some things out. I also thought the second track, Dr. Seuss, just like a old school type like rap song where it's like this pretty simple beat, and he's just going the whole time, taking his time with the flow, and I thought it was pretty good. So overall, I was like, this is this is fine. Like I'm not necessarily blown away by it, but I'm like, it's
Mhm.
nice to have Ski Mask back, I guess.
Yeah, totally. So hype for the second album. Seems like
And
he
now
wants to be more active again. That's great.